Blessings, dear ones, and welcome to this super new moon in Aquarius energy update. So this new moon will take place on January 21st, and it is the first new moon of this year. And I think that even though we are in a new year and the calendar year has shifted, I think that many of us will feel as the shift is taking place around this new moon, because there has been many planets in retrograde, and they will be stationed direct when we have the new moon. And so I believe that, and I feel it myself, that for the last weeks many of us has been in this cocoon of integrating and healing, and felt as the energies are moving slowly, not really taking off. And I think, and I know that this is going to shift, and we will feel a more forward moving energy with this new moon. And I will share with you some energies and themes I've been picking up around this time. And the first has to do with judgment and unfairness and criticism. So what I'm picking up is that for many there is deep heart healing taking place. And if you feel like someone done you wrong in the past, I've seen that in many cases people feel revisited by these old circumstances from the past, and the pain and the wounds are coming to life. And I also pick up on this energy of right and wrong. People did me wrong or are doing me wrong, and this shouldn't happen. They, he, she shouldn't behave in this way. So very much black and white, and a tendency to put the blame out there, tendency to not take full responsibility of how you feel, and owning your emotions, owning your inner state. So this is a great call to heal what is coming up, and to see where are you giving away your power, where are you keeping people around you prisoners for how they are allowed to act, and putting the responsibility for you to feel safe and comfortable on people and situations, outer circumstances. And so the other theme I'm picking up is freedom. This is a great call for freedom, and it goes hand in hand with this new moon, highlighting these energies of us giving away our power, becoming a victim for what we've been through and for other people's behavior, to really own no matter what we've been through, and of course have compassion with what happened or what the wounds we have. We have our stories, but for how long will we keep them, and how long will we use them as a guard against love? Because this is what we do. We use them as a protection to receive love from others, and allowing others to be there for us. Because when we judge and criticize, we are pushing people away. So this is a call for you to come back into your own power, stand in your own light, and allowing people to do the same. Allow and honor people for where they are on their journey, and see who they are, and see the good in them. If there is people you allowed into your life, at least don't put the blame on them for how you feel. So enough with this, you make me feel. Come back to your own sovereignty. Who are you? And what is your inner state? And for me, freedom truly is when we choose, consciously choose how we respond and the vibration we hold, no matter what people around us do or don't do, or what is happening around us, what is taking place in the collective or in our lives. To not be a victim. And if we have immediate response, which we have many times, our triggers are being triggered, but to come back to our center, come back to our light and choose again, and thank the people and thank the circumstances for being the mirror, for being the messenger, the teachers. So with the planets that been in retrograde, for example, Mercury, that has to do with communication, there might have been harsh communication between you and people around you, or and you with you, blaming, criticism, guilt. And remember, this goes with not just relationships you have to others, but also the relationship you again have with you. How do you treat yourself? How do you talk to yourself? You're in a dialogue. How do you still keep blaming yourself for what you did or didn't do, or where you are at this time? Can you honor yourself for the journey you are on? Allowing these hard edges to become softer, inviting flow into your life, your relationships, the gentleness of water, moving with, not fighting against. Honor yourself, honor your brothers and sisters. We're all doing our best, right? And we are all playing that part in each other's life. What is this triggering in me? What is the time I let go of? What wounds am I holding up against love, against this flow between my heart and others? And this is the third theme that is coming up: heart healing and heart awareness. It is a time where we are called back to be more present in our hearts. And when we are not, we tend to have very much mind activity. And I'm not talking about the higher mind, this divine communication, inspiration, rather the lower mind, rather our wounds, our manifested as thoughts. And so if this is where you are at right now, take a step into your heart, because your heart is calling you back, and it is pointing to drawing your attention to what is still at this time needs to be healed, as well as calling you back to a place of love and heart essence, to respond with this heart essence, to communicate from heart essence, to show up from this place. And there is so much going on, there's so much downloads taking place at this time. Many of us are called into greater, or we are all called into greater mastery. And for many of us, this our role, how to show up, is shifting, and we are getting more downloads on the house, and we are presented with even more light, even more divine light codes for us to remember who we are, because this is what it's all about. This is done through and by the heart, by being present in the heart. And so to go into that deeper connection with the heart and through the heart, sometimes there is some healing needs to take place for us to enter even deeper, layer by layer. So this year of 2023 is a time of freedom, of even greater greatness, for us to step into full mastery, to be the master of our inner state, of the frequency of how we are here to show up, and how we are here to bring even more light, to contribute for the highest good of all. It's becoming more and more about us, not me. How are we moving forward? What do we need? So bringing this awareness and bringing this remembrance that you are playing a great part in this. How can you show up for your brothers and sisters? How can you be of service? And again, it doesn't mean that you are to walk on eggshells for someone else to be comfortable, for someone else to being able to avoid their wounds, as they are not supposed to be the same for you. It doesn't mean that you have to speak up every time, tell everyone what they are doing wrong or so on. It means to return to your light, to hold your light, stand in your light, to remember your light. As when you do, you get permission for others to stand in their light. Remembering that, yes, I have the power to heal whatever I thought was broken, to see that I'm whole, to replace fear with love, with peace, because that is what healing is about. Moving away from fear to love. So when you do that for yourself and for others, you ignite that spark in them that will help them to remember as well, and help them to step into full mastery, because we have what it takes. We are here not to carry each other through, but walk hand in hand, standing tall in your own light, shining that light for our brothers and sisters, and for yourself as well. So this is a beautiful start. It feels like a start of this year with this super new moon in Aquarius. And super moon, it is called a super moon when the moon in its orbit is as it's closest to Earth, so it seems to be enlarged, and the energies of that moon phase might be heightened as well. So this is an invitation to your heart, to your own mastery, to embrace more freedom. And what does freedom mean to you? What does it truly mean? And how can you embody more freedom? How can you live from that place today? To look at yourself, look at your brothers and sisters with more compassion and more love, and not expect them to fix you, because you are whole. It is a remembrance, awakening to that recognition. And I send you so many blessings for this new moon, and I see you soon. Thank you.